The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Monday night in Baltimore, the Rangers and Orioles continued their big series, and this time it was the Orioles' turn to be shut out. Bert Campaneris doubled home Kurt Bavacqua in the first off of Mike Flanagan, 1-0 Texas. Then Bump Wills hit a ground ball, fielder's choice, 2-0 Texas after two. Richie Zisk would score Jim Sundberg in the fifth on a run on 3 hits, 3-0 Texas, and Steve Comer made it stick. He goes 8 2/3. He strikes out 7, only allows 5 hits. Reggie Cleveland faced one batter, got himself his 9th save of the year. The Rangers are now tied for first in the American League West with Kansas City. With the Orioles lost, the Yankees are 1 game ahead. They conclude this weird Sunday through Tuesday series next, right here on Retro Sports Network. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1978. Tonight, from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore, it is the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. Brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Check us out on Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Doc Ellis and Scotty McGregor next. Well, it's a night that even the crab cakes are going to let you join them in the boiling water. 88 degrees on a balmy night in Balmer. Winds are blowing in from right center at 4 miles an hour. Scotty McGregor trying to put the Orioles at least back into a tie for first place. He is looking for his 9th win of the year. He is 8-7. Doc Ellis on the hill for Texas. And you don't think winning streaks make much of a difference? The Rangers were left for dead on Memorial Day. But now that we're hit the 18th of July, well, they're tied for first place. And you never know what's going to happen. If someone missed the cat in the live stream, well, here she is. So there you go. Come on. I'm going to do this for a while. Are you okay with that? I'm getting a dirty look. But anyway, so it's Scotty McGregor and Doc Ellis. Enjoy your drugs. Baseball's next. So a happy Monday night to you all. Mr. Appichatter, Big Clue, and Robbie Garnett for Grand Theft Auto. Yep, another Gardner lie disproved. Yes, you're here, aren't you? I think you're hungry, too. I'm getting a filthy look. We'll see if I survive the ball game. Scotty McGregor is looking for win number 9. This is his 17th start. He's got 15 left after tonight. He's 8-7, an ERA of 3.58. As he faced the Rangers, yes, a 1 start, 9 innings, 5 hits, a run it was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 2 in a win. His last start came against the Minnesota Twins on the 14th. 6 2/3 innings, no decision, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. She's walking on the keyboard. There we go. Walked 1 and struck out 4. So overall, 128 in the 3rd innings, 129 hits. The cat is upset and is now leaving. 55 runs, 13 homers, 51 earned. Make sure I'm still yapping here. Yep. 25 walks and 64 strikeouts. Scotty, a fastball pitcher, 85. Here's the lineup he'll face. Bobby Bonds in the right field will lead it off. Yeah, I'm still alive. Juan Beniquez in center will bat second. Jim Sundberg behind the plate will bat third. Al Oliver, the DH, cleans up. Richie Zisk in left will bat fifth. Mike Hargrove is at first. He'll bat sixth. Kurt Bavacqua at third will bat seventh. Bert Campaneris at short will go eighth. And Bump Wills will bat ninth. So this has been the 4th of a 4-game set. The first 3 games have seen 3 shutouts. Texas, of course, was swept on Sunday, and Baltimore was shut out last night. Mora is a 5 and a 4 and left. Larry Harlow a 6 and a 5 in center. Kenny Singleton a 6 and a 7 in right. Doug DeCinces is 7 at third. Mark Belanger a 10 at short. Rich Dower a 6 at second. Eddie Murray a 6 at first. Rick Dempsey a 5 and a 7 behind the plate. Bonds at 242. 10 homers and 38 RBI as we get started. Pitch from McGregor is a line drive to DeCinces, and that's how this one starts. 1 out. Juan Beniquez at 258, 4 homers and 17 RBI. How's your Monday night going? McGregor delivers, and there's a line drive to Belanger. So 2 up, 2 down. I'm doing fine. Good weekend, a beautiful day here today with 67 degrees. Alexa, what's the temperature? Alexa's not listening to me. What's the temperature?
Right now, it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 44 degrees.
Thank you.
You bet. Hope you've enjoyed your Monday.
I have. I get in trouble for doing that. Apparently, when you watch later on YouTube, I'll ask her for something, and I do it so well and it sounds good that I set off other people's things. Here's Sundberg at 263, 3 homers and 23 RBI. So it's not, and I just do it for app of chatter. But yeah, I got a note about it. I was watching your ball game and you asked your Madam Speaker the weather, and it starts barking at me the weather. Sorry. Pitch to Sundberg is in the right. Singleton in the corner, and that will retire the side. Rangers go down in order. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. So Doc Ellis looking for win number 6. He's 5 and 5. You turned yours down. Oh. With a 3.73 ERA. His season high for strikeouts was against Baltimore. He struck out 6th on May 14th. In his lone start, he got the win. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 1. And then an ERA at 2.87. Oh, they always ask for too much. They won't swear, If you ask it to play something with an F-bomb in it, it'll beep it. Won't beep the song, but it'll beep the word. So his last time out was July 13th, 5 nights ago, against Boston. He couldn't get out of the first. 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 99 innings, 94 hits, 5 homers. He's allowed 46 runs, 41 earned. He's walked 38 and struck out 26. Fastball pitcher 83 and a fly ball pitcher. Oh, in case the wife needed something. Okay. Way to be a good husband, Steve. Larry Harlow leads off in center field. Rick Dempsey is batting second. What the hell's Earl on? Behind the plate. Eddie Murray is at first. He will bat third. Kenny Singleton cleans up in right field. Lee May, the DH, will bat fifth. Doug DeCinces at third will bat sixth. Mora and left will go seventh. Rich Dower at second, who normally bats second, will bat eighth. And Mark Belanger, the shortstop, ninth. Scotty McGregor threw 8 pitches in the first. Harlow at 251. 7 homers and 37 RBI. The defense for Texas, Ziska 5 and a 4 in left. Beniquez a 9 and a 7 in center. And Bonds a 7 and 8 in right. Bavacqua a 6 at third. He's not very good. Bert Campaneris an 8 at short. Bump Wills a 7 at second. Mike Hargrove, the human rain delay, an 8 at first. And Jim Sundberg a 10 and a 9 behind the plate. Ellis is a 7 fielder with a .943 fielding percentage. Pitch to Harlow is into right field. Bonds comes in, 1 out. Brings up Dempsey. He hit 259 on the real year, hitting 218 in the replay, 5 homers and 28 RBI. Did we send Hargrove down to wherever you are? We're supposed to get 4 straight days of rain. I'm here, we got rain headed our way too, but it's supposed to be warm. Pitched from Ellis is a ground ball to Hargrove. 2 out. For Eddie Murray at 295, 16 homers and 70 RBI. Ellis deals into left. Zisk will make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After one, Texas nothing, Baltimore nothing. Where are you headed, Big Clue? It is so green right now around here. Al Oliver will lead off here in the second. Zisk and Hargrove to follow. Al at 316, 8 homers and 43 RBI. Head to St. Louis. Pitch to Oliver is a fly ball to right. Singleton in the foul territory, and somebody from Harv DeGrasse makes that catch. And the count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Line drive all the way to the wall in left field. Oliver's in with a stand-up double. Yeah, bike there, Big Clue, or what? Richie Zisk at 272. 15 homers and 58 RBI. Here's the pitch. Up the middle, a base hit. Oliver rounds third and scores, and it's 1-0 Texas. Visiting family. Cool. So Texas draws first blood here in the second. Mike Hargrove at 293. 6 homers and 40 RBIs. Already matched his real-life number in the RBI department. There goes Zisk to throw down to Belanger, and Richie steals the base. Number 7 on the year, and there's still nobody out. So Zisk in scoring position. Pitch to Hargrove, ball 4. So McGregor not very sharp here in the second. Brings up Kurt Bavacqua at 168. Oh, you're back. A homer and 12 RBI as the cat sniffs around. Looks at the banner. No, you're not. Oh, you're going to lay down? You're going to cuddle? And yells at me some more. Pitch to Bavacqua. Runners on first and second. Ground ball to Sensei. Dower for 1. Over to Murray. That should be 2. And it is. So Zisk is on third. 2 outs for Campaneris. Hitting 230, 2 homers, and 34 RBI. I got to wait to see here so I can lean the right way. But that's what she's doing. She's all settled in. So Emmy's looking for a nap. She'll cuddle for a bit. Or she's staring at the ABC Sports banner and plotting its revenge. Campy led the American League in sacrifices that year. He was terrible at the plate. No, my cat does not like baseball. Notoriously hates baseball. Pitch to Campaneris is into center field. Harlow will dive and not make the catch. So Zisk will score. Campy's got going for 3, and the throw to Sensei's not in time. So it got past Harlow and rolled all the way to the wall. And Campaneris is into third standing. 2-0 Texas. For Bump Wills at 251, 8 homers and 25 RBI. Pitch from McGregor. Struck him out. He got him on a check swing fastball to end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Texas puts 2 on the board and strands a runner after an inning and a half. 2-0 Rangers. So Singleton, May, and DeCinces to face Ellis here in the second. Kenny at 303, 14 homers. How you doing, Jamie? And 33 RBI. It's in the right. Bonds in the right center for the out. The cat notoriously got the cat in August of 2011 as a baby, 5-week-old baby. So had 19-inch high-definition TV. And she would try to get the Red Sox pitchers to play with her. You know, and she'd sit there and scratch John Lester's head and all that, and John wouldn't have anything to do with her. Well, she didn't like that. And so ever since then, no, she does not like baseball at all. Lee May at 255, 16 homers, and 58 RBI. Ron's Wrestling version 5, episode 5. The banner strikes back. Yep, that's why Lester lost his hair. Pitch to May is in the left center field. Back goes Zisk. That's off the wall. And May's in with a double. So the first hit for the Orioles brings up Doug DeCinces at 255, 15 homers, and 47 RBI. Pitch from Ellis. Base hit, right field. Going to go all the way to the wall. DeCinces will stop at second. May will score, and it's 2-1. So for the first time in this series, both teams will have scored in the same game. Andres Mora at 180, 5 homers and 9 RBI. Pitch is in the left center. Beniquez has it for the out. So 2 out for Dower at 232. Just 1 homer and 20 RBI. Ellis. Ground ball to Wells. Bump throws it over to first, and that should retire the side. A run for Baltimore. 2 hits and no errors. After 2, Texas 1, Baltimore 1. Texas 2, Baltimore 1. Well, as Bobby Bonds steps to the plate, we can tell you that through 89 games, Kansas City and Texas are in a flat-footed tie at 48 and 41. California 48 and 43, and Minnesota and Chicago are just 2 back. So the American League West is tight. In the East, the Yankees by a game over Baltimore, 1.5 over the surging Brewers, and the Red Sox, well, they're only 8 back. It's going to be a long year. Kansas City isn't going to put anybody away either. You look at the entire West, and it's either 5-5 or 6-4. The National League, the Dodgers have lost 4 straight. Lorenzo's not here. But they are 58 and 34, and Houston hasn't been able to gain anything. They're only 8 back. Cincinnati has won 3 straight. They're 8.5 back. San Diego and San Francisco are all fighting for the silver medal. Philadelphia by 5 over Pittsburgh. The Phillies have lost 3 straight. And Pittsburgh beat San Diego on yesterday afternoon stream. Yep, the Rangers are making a run. So McGregor threw 9 batters, 38 pitches, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk and a strikeout. And Bonds is 0 for 1. To third, DeCinces across the way. And, yep, for the out. There are only 2 places, first place and no place, so said Tom Seaver. Lorenzo forgets that we do these on Monday nights. And so he's notorious with it. He honestly doesn't remember that we're 3 hours away. He does a football manager group on Monday nights, but it's only 3 minutes after 5 out west. Uncle Ron is not a night owl. And so we get these done early. Yeah. And second place is first loser. Thank you, Ricky Bobby. Juan Beniquez is 0 for 1. Pitch from McGregor. Left field, Mora in the foul territory, and somebody wearing a Naval Academy uniform from Annapolis makes that play. I don't think he streams, but I think he does multiplayer football manager. Here's Beniquez on 2-2 count. Pitch from McGregor. There's a little ground ball to Murray. He underhands it to Scotty, and that's an out. So 2 out for Sundberg, who's 0 for 1. 2-1 Texas, 2 out, top the third. And Big Clue rooting for Earl Weaver and his Carton of Chesterfields. Pitch to Sundberg. Struck him out. Got him on an 0-2 looking. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played 2.5, 2-1 Rangers. Shake and bake, baby. Belanger, Harlow, and Dempsey here to face Ellis in the third. Mark at 221. No homers, 14 doubles, more than his real life number, and 21 RBI. Pitch. There's a little chopper to Highgrove. Flips it over to Ellis covering, and there's an out. Cat now is bathing herself on my lap. Ellis at 32 pitches through 9 batters, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits. Harlow is 0 for 1. Ellis from the wind. And there's a ground ball to Hargrove. He stops from his knees, flips a Dallas covering again. Second verse, same as the first, 2 outs. At least one of my broadcast partners. My wife will take a bath. Here's Dempsey. Rick is 0 for 1. The pitch. And there's a base hit left center field. Dempsey will round first and hold there. And that's the third hit for the Orioles. And now it brings up Murray, who's 0 for 1. So 3 hits aside, 2 runs for the Rangers, 1 for Baltimore. Throw to first, Dempsey back. Oh, yeah, I'm going to steal Rick Dempsey. Ellis from the stretch. Struck him out. 2-2, swung on and missed at 81, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Orioles leave a runner on after 3. 2-1 Texas. And Robbie, his Rangers are leading. He always accuses me of tanking the Rangers. Right now, they're leading. Al Oliver, Richie Zisk, and Mike Hargrove here in the 4th. Oliver doubled and scored in the 2nd. This time around, pops it up right side. Murray, all sorts of foul room. And he can't make the catch, so the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, Robbie, I know that. Somebody from Washington made that play. So 1 and 2 to Oliver. McGregor deals. Ball 4, he lost him. Had him 1-2 and lost him. Full count pitch was low and inside. That'll bring up Zisk. RBI single, stole a base and scored. In the 2nd, nobody out. Top the 4th, 2-1 Texas. In the left center, back goes Harlow. He'll make the catch short of the track. Oliver goes back to first. As far as how the ballpark's playing tonight, it's playing big. Left-handers minus 1%, righties minus 6% in the batting average, home runs minus 14 for lefties, and minus 20 for righties. Lorenzo was with us yesterday. Gave me $1 for telling him about how the time zones work. Hargrove walked his first time up. Ground ball, base hit right side. Singleton picks it up on a couple hops. Oliver on second. Hargrove on first. 1 out for Bavacqua, who grounded into a double play his first time up. Rangers at 48 and 41. Tied for first with Kansas City. Orioles at 52 and 39. 1 game behind the Yankees. Pitch to Kurt is into right field. Singleton will ride the bike, make the catch. Oliver will hold, 2 out. So Bert Campaneris has hit a triple his first time up, his 3rd of the year. Well, we keep talking about it. Yeah, McGreg's stuff is slower and slower. He's at 72 pitches. Ball 4. It's his 3rd walk. He has struck out 2. Brings up Wills, who struck out his first time up. They're loaded. Oliver on 3rd, Hargrove on 2nd, Campaneris on 1st. Ball 4, and that's the 4th walk, so Oliver will score. Earl kind of pacing back and forth. He's not going to get a complete game out of McGregor. That's 82 pitches through 3 2/3 and 18 batters. 4 hits, all 3 runs are earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 2. Bobby Bonds is 0 for 2. McGregor, his high school teammate, was George Brett, and McGregor out-hit him. Yeah, how few strikeout pitchers there were back in the day, but that's how you did it. That's why they went so many innings. You save some of that stuff. You trust your defense behind you. Pitch to Bonds is a fly ball to left field. Back goes Mora. Goodbye. A grand slam for Bobby Bonds. His 11th of the year, and it's 7-1 Texas. And out trots Earl. That was a no-brainer. And the Rangers have blown it open. Who has he got? He's got... Ugh. Gonna go with Joe Kerrigan, who's going on short rest. 3-1 on the year with a 5.20 ERA. He will make another start for Baltimore. He started against Texas, as a matter of fact. Three games, 1 start. 5 in the 3rd innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 4. 4 is my number. I feel very lucky, but there's 5 4s, not 4. So 1-1 with a 6.75 ERA. Yeah, it did quicken the pace of play, didn't it? So 2 nights ago, he went 4 in the 3rd innings. And I pretty much just read you what he did. So 45 innings, 50 hits, 7 homers, 27 runs, 26 allowed or earned, 18 walks, 28 strikeouts, fastball pitcher at 92. And doesn't favor the ground ball or the fastball. Beniquez is 0 for 2. In the center, Harlow will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 5 runs on 2 hits and no errors. Bobby Bonds with a big grand slam after 3.5. 7-1 Texas. It'll be Singleton, May, and DeCinces to face Ellis. Earl needs 3 homers squared. Absolutely. Here's Singleton. He's 0 for 1. It really won't help with the relievers, Robbie, because the starters just throw so hard that they're just not going to go deep into games anymore. Pitch to Singleton is a fly ball to right. Bonds is there, 1 out. Be curious to see what happens this year if they do play, because you're not going to have a lot of tired arms. You're only going to get 15, 16 starts at most. Here's May. He doubled his first time up and scored the lone run in the 2nd. And there's a base hit right field. Bonds will pick it up. And May's got himself a single. 4th hit for the Orioles. Yeah, so many walks. I mean, batters with all the video available, or hitters with all the video available to them. Study pitchers so much more. Here's DeCinces. He doubled it and drove home May his first time up. Pitch from Ellis struck him out. Doc got him on an 0-2 off speed, swung on and missed. And, you know, the Yankees and the Red Sox are partially responsible for that because they learned how to tire out pitchers. You make them throw strikes. You make them make mistakes. Andres Mora's 0 for 1. Runner on first, 2 out. Bottom of the 4th. Fly ball left field. Zisk has it to retire the side. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We played 4. Texas 7, Baltimore 1. So we go to the 5th. Sundberg, Oliver, and Zisk to face Joe Kerrigan, former pitching coach of the Boston Red Sox. Yep. Teddy Williams did figure that out 75 years ago, and, you know, it just goes to show that everything old is new again. Sundberg has struck out. He's 0 for 2. Ball 4. So Sundberg says, I like that. Full count, high and away, or high and in. And that brings up Oliver. Has doubled and walked and scored twice. Kerrigan's pitch got away from Dempsey, and Sundberg moves to second on the pass ball. So noontime baseball tomorrow and Wednesday, which I think it gets me to Wednesday and Thursday, and then a doubleheader 11:30 Thursday at morning. And then a game Friday, and then we're off Saturday. So noontime starts Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 9 Pacific. and a doubleheader on Thursday, and that's an 11:30 first pitch. Oliver to Belanger. He'll tag Sundberg for the out there. Sundberg was going, and Belanger just sat there and said, yoo-hoo, 1 out. For Zisk, who was 1 for 2, singled, stole a base, drove in a run, and scored. Oliver on first. Into left center, Harlow is there. Over to first, and Oliver's back. So 2 out for Hargrove. Singled, scored a run, and drawn a walk. Pitch to Mike is into center field. Harlow is there, and that will retire the side halfway home. This time, nothing across for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-1 Texas. I lost my mouse on the other screen. That's what took so long. The big blow, of course, the grand slam by Bobby Bonds made it 7-1 in the 4th. All Texas so far. At least the Orioles have a run. McGregor chased after 3 2/3. 5 hits, 7 runs, all earned. Gave up the homer. He walked 4 and struck out 2. Really? Maybe because, I don't know. Ellis has thrown a 4-hitter. It'll be Dower, Belanger, and Harlow to face Doc here in the bottom of the 5th. Dower 0 for 1. Into right field, back goes Bonds. That's off the wall. Dower is on with a stand-up double, and the Orioles have got their 5th hit. Belanger is going to bunt. Going to sack. Bunt is down. Ellis will throw it to Wills, covering. Dower moves to 3rd, and the sacrifice worked. Brings up Harlow, who's 0 for 2. Ellis threw 18 batters, 64 pitches, 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits. A run it was earned, and he struck out 2. Harlow is 0 for 2. Rangers playing back, up 7-1. Ball 4. So Ellis lost him. Full count, a bit too high, and that's the first walk for Doc. Brings up Dempsey. Rick is 1 for 2 for the single. Snap throw to first. Harlow is out. Sundberg threw him out. Harlow got caught diving the wrong way, and Sundberg saw it all the way, and there's 2 out. And Earl is just incensed in that dugout. Lights up 2 Chesterfields at once, so 2 out. Dower is still on 3rd, and a 1-0 count to Dempsey. Pitch from Ellis, and there's a ground ball to Hargrove. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. So the Orioles get a hit, they strand a runner, and run themselves into trouble. No runs, a hit, no errors. After 5, Texas 7, Baltimore 1. And as we go to the 6th, it's still a warm and sticky night here in Baltimore. 85 degrees, and the wind blowing in from right at 7 this 18th day of July. Bavacqua, Campaneris, and Wills. And Kurt is 0 for 2. He's grounded into a double play. This time round, he hits it to center field. Harlow is there. 1 out. Campaneris has himself a triple, and I just realized a very bad airbrush tops picture. Ground ball to 3rd. DeCinces across the way to Murray, and that is 2 out. We talked about on the support chat Eddie Haskell passing away. Did you see that Phyllis George died? Did you know that Phyllis George was 70? Bump Wills has walked and struck out, has an RBI and a run scored. Yeah, I lived in New Mexico. I know what a dry heat is. You live up in the Dallas area. It's not dry up there. Pitch to bump is into center field. Harlow comes in to make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 5.5, it's 7-1 Texas. So here's Murray. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Speaking of Texas, Phyllis George was Miss Texas in 1970. Miss America for 1971, and then had two very successful stints on the NFL Today with Brent Musburger and Herb Cross. And between stints, she actually did one of the morning news shows on CBS. Pitch to Murray is into center field. Beniquez will make the catch at the base of the track. 1 out. Phyllis was very good. Yep, and she's the former First Lady of Kentucky. Apparently was divorced in 1998. Very accomplished woman. And not a bad reporter. I mean, they brought her there for the looks. But she wasn't terrible. We'll get you the Indian score after the game. Singleton's 0 for 2. Ball 4. Yeah, 1971, Miss America. So runner on, 1 out from May. Full count was in tight. That's the second walk allowed by Ellis. May has singled and doubled and scored. Did she really? Had her own frozen dinner line. Chicken by George. Chicken by George? That's cool. Pitch to May is into left field. Zisk will make the catch for the out. Singleton goes back, 2 away. For DeCinces, 1 for 2. He's doubled and drove in the lone Orioles run in the second. There's a... Yep, that's okay. You're here for the jokes. Pitch. Ground ball to Wills. He'll underhand it to Hargrove on the run, and that will retire the side. Joe Kerrigan coming on for his 3rd inning after 6. Texas 7, Baltimore 1. The Orioles will leave a runner. They've left 5 on. Bobby Bonds hit a grand slam in the 4th. His last time up, chased away Scott McGregor. His 11th since moving over from the White Sox to Texas, and he's driven in 42. Pitch from Kerrigan is a line drive to third. DeCinces there. 1 out for Beniquez, who's 0 for 3. So we played the top of the 7th. Into center, Harlow, 2 out. So Kerrigan has only allowed 1 runner on. He's pitched very well. Jim Sundberg is 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. There's a ground ball to Belanger over to first. Murray stays on the bag. Yes, he does. Stretch time. 7-1 Rangers. Well, Doc Ellis might get a complete game out of this. At 93, could throw 125. Mora, Dower, and Belanger to face him here in the 7th. Andres is 0 for 2. And that's into left field. Back goes this to the track. And he makes the catch for the out. 1 away. 7 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Rangers. They've only left 2 on. For Baltimore, a run on 5 hits and no errors, and they've left 5. Dower, 1 for 2 with a double. Ellis. Base hit, left field. Zisk will pick it up. Dower's going to hold. That's his 2nd hit. Yep, Zisk getting his steps in, chasing balls in left field. Belanger is 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt the last time. This time they'll swing him, and it's into center field. Beniquez, 2 out. Larry Harlow is 0 for 2 with a walk. So through 27 batters, Ellis had 103 pitches. 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits. He has given up 1 run. It was earned. There's been no errors in the ballgame. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. This time it's a liner foul, third base side, and somebody from Bowie, fame, makes the catch. Fame, 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 fame. I say that's my impression of Yoda doing David Bowie. Pitch to Harlow is a ground ball, base hit up the middle. Dower will move on to third, and there's 2 out for Dempsey, who's 1 for 3. So Baltimore trying to make something out of it here. 2 outs in the 7th. They trail 7-1. Sundberg and Ellis have a few words. Doc delivers, and Dempsey hits this one into left. There's Zisk, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After 7, the Orioles have stranded 7. It's 7-1 Texas. Robbie, that was terrible. Oliver, Zisk, and Hargrove to face a tiring Kerrigan, but we're going to leave him in as long as he can. Al, 1 for 2. He doubled, scored twice, and walked. And if you thought, Ronnie, that was just a terrible Fozzie Bear. I do a great impression of a hot dog. You're absolutely right. And if you're wondering why Yoda and Fozzie Bear might have sounded the same, and this is the stuff that you don't ever have on a Fortnite stream. They were voiced by the same person. They were both puppeted by Frank Oz. Tied as the 80 Orioles in an OOTP tournament. Best teams never to reach the postseason. I'd put my money on the 93 Giants. Pitch to Oliver is a base hit right field. Going for 2. The throw to second is not in time. Brings up Richie Zisk, who's 1 for 3. He singled, stole a base, scored, and drove in a run. Kerrigan, almost at the end of his night, 3 1/3 innings. Pitch to Zisk is popped up right side. Murray running, and it's foul. Oh, they got ousted by the 94 Expos. Okay. Between the Braves and the Giants the last year before the wild card. Giants would have made it in 94. Count is 0-2. Kerrigan's from the stretch. Ground ball, Belanger by the bag at second. Over to Murray for the out, and Oliver will go to third. Yep, Frank Oz from the Muppets also did Miss Piggy. 81 Reds are holding their own. I haven't been in Discord in a while, so where are you in that tournament? Here's Highgrove. 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Dempsey and Kerrigan have a couple words. Joe from the stretch, ball 4, and Earl will come out to get him. Or at least come out to look. O's had bad luck at 82 as well. Second most wins, but nothing to show for it. We got him to the 6th game of the World Series, if you remember. They beat the Angels in 5 to get to the World Series, and the Expos won in 6. Tippy Martinez hasn't thrown in a while, so he'll be the next up on the Price is Right. He has an 8.75 ERA. Oi is that bad. He's 0-1. Making his 19th appearance of the year. He has faced Texas twice. He's gone an inning and a third. He's walked a batter and struck out 1. His last game he pitched was against the Twins on the 14th. He faced one batter. 23 and 2/3 innings, 30 hits, 23 runs, all earned. He's walked 23. That's why I have an ERA close to 9. And struck out 20. He throws it hard. 98, ground ball plus pitcher. Oliver on third, Hargrove on first. 1 out, top of the 8th. 7-1 Rangers. Here's Bavacqua. He's 0 for 3. Ball 4. Well, you can throw it hard, but you got to throw it for strikes, as that full count was high and outside at 98. Brings up Campaneris with the bases loaded. He's 1 for 2. With an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. 7-1 Rangers. Ground ball to Murray. Will throw home for Oliver. They did not get him. The bases are still loaded. They had no chance to turn 2. So they're trying to get the out at home. No dice. Here's Bump. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI, a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. So the 85 Yankees, the 83 Tigers, the 89 Royals, the 81 Cardinals, and I just see a 4 for the Braves. 94 Braves. I would say the 85 Yankees. That was a 101 team too, or pretty close to it. Pitch to Wills, ball 4, and Tippy not pitching all that well. It's 9-1. He's walked 2 batters. Here's Bobby Bonds. He's 1 for 4. He had a grand slam in the 4th. So Texas up 9-1. Yes, the Mets finish right behind the Cardinals. Pitch to Bonds, ball 4. So Tippy can't find the strike zone of 99 miles an hour. He's walked all 3 batters and given up a run. Here's Beniquez. He's 0 for 4. Struck him out. Got him on a 1-2 breaking ball. DJ John, how are you? 10-1 Texas in the top of the 8th. Here's Sundberg. He's 0 for 3. Walked in a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Got him! So he finally worked his way out of the jam on a ball and 2 strikes, 98-mile-an-hour fastball, but the Rangers get 3 more on a hit and no errors. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Talk amongst yourselves. Texas 1, Baltimore, Texas 10. It's a Texas-size win, 10-1. So Murray, Singleton, and May. Wow, they got bounced by the Mets, huh? Or by the Braves. Murray 0 for 3. Line drive to Wills, 1 out. Ellis probably won't go the distance, but he will pick up his 6th win. Kenny Singleton 0 for 2 with a walk. There's a liner all the way to the wall and right. Hargrove didn't get there, and Singleton's in with a double. Safe. Yeah, 54 Yankees probably. You know, the funny thing about the 54 Yankees is that of all the Casey Stengel teams from 49 to 60, they only missed the playoffs twice, 54 and 59. That was the only Yankee team to win 100. Lee Mays 2 for 3. Singled, doubled, and scored a run. Oh, 69 and up, so from the divisional era. Pitch to Lee is a liner to center. Beniquez is there. 2 out. Oliver, Zisk, and Hargrove in the 9th. I don't know. That 81 Reds team probably would have won the division if it wasn't for the split. Well, I know that they had the best record, but you know what I'm saying. Over 162. The Sensei's doubled. He's 1 for 3. He has struck out and driven in a run. Pitch to Doug. Struck him out. So Ellis got him on an 0-2 on the outside corner. He might go the distance. We go to the 9th. No runs, a hit, and no errors. 10-1 Texas. So Oliver, 2 for 3, has scored 3 times and walked and doubled twice. Big Clue thinks they overachieved in 81. Oliver will go 3 for 4. He bloops that one into right center for a single. Only the 7th hit for the Rangers. Here's Zisk. He's 1 for 4. Single, RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. Tippy delivers, and there's a base hit left side. Oliver will hold at second, and Earl's going to come get him after he faces Hargrove. Don Stanhouse is warming. So first and second. Right, and Jamie's right. 81 is hard to say because teams that made the playoffs in the first half didn't need to pitch or push in the second half. So Dempsey and Martinez get their signs together. And there's a ground ball to Dower. Might be 2. Belanger for 1, but Hargrove turns on the afterburners, and he's safe. So 1 out for Bavacqua. And he'll leave Tippy in the face. Kurt is 0 for 3. Grounded into a double play, walked and scored. I'll take your word for it. You're a Reds fan. Struck him out. 1-2 at 98, inside on the black, and 2 out for Campaneris. 1 for 3. He's driven in 2. He only drove in 17 in the real year. He's driven in 36 in the replay. That was his first triple of the year in the ballgame. Ball 4. Now they'll come get him. So Don Stanhouse, Mr. Full Pack himself, 7-3 with 4 saves, an ERA of 2.52, 35 2/3 innings, 38 hits. Has walked 22 and struck out 22. This is his 22nd appearance. Stan the Man Unusual is his nickname. 4th appearance against the Rangers. 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a win. Last pitched against the Twins on the 14th, and he was Christmas treed. Inning and a third, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, lit right up for 2 strikeouts. 35 2/3 innings, 38 hits, no homers, 13 runs, 10 earned. He walked 20, I told you that, 22 and 22. Fastball pitcher at 96. I won $1 on that World Series. I speak very loudly of the Los Angeles Dodgers in 81. Jamie makes a great point. In all the 81 games, the Dodgers were only 4. Yeah, that's true. Hargrove, well, he had afterburners in that ground ball. Nice to have you there, Max Lou. My 6th grade language teacher, or English, was a huge Yankee fan. And, of course, me hating the Yankees. That was an easy World Series bet. Yeah, this game is as ugly as me in the mirror. Pitch to bump is a base hit right side. Oliver scores. Hargrove will score. Campanera stops at third, and it's 12-1. Brings up Bobby Bonds. He's driven in 5 today. They all can't be beautiful games. Pitch struck him out. Full count in there at the knees, and so that will retire the side. But Texas, 2 more, 3 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Baltimore needs 11 to tie and 12 to win. Ellis going for the complete game. Morrow will play pinch hit for who can hit a righty. For Carlos Lopez, hitting 164, 2 homers, and 6 RBI. Yeah, piece of cake, yeah. It's righties at a 286 clip. Ellis starts the 9th with ball 4. So the full count was just inside. That brings up Dower, who singled and doubled. He's 2 for 3. Base hit all the way to the wall in left field. Lopez will round third and hold. So runners on second and third, and we got a pitching change. Paul Lindblad coming in with the score 12-1. This game comes to you from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. The former Ranger, or maybe soon-to-be Ranger, making his 19th appearance for Texas. 4-3 with a 3.32 ERA. Fourth time out against the Birdies. Inning and 2/3, a hit and a strikeout. Last pitched against Baltimore Sunday. Went an inning, allowed a hit. 40 and 2/3 innings, 45 hits, 1 home run, 17 runs, 15 earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 24. Fastball pitcher at 88. Paul Lind is coming in. Yep. In the center square. Yeah, it's Boston. I didn't think they were going to run away with it. I know their pitching isn't very good. But the fact that they are a borderline 500 team stuns me. But the East is stacked. Belanger 0 for 2. Lindblad delivers. Ground ball base hit. Lopez will score. Dower will hold, and it's now 12-2. Yeah, not a lot of dominance in the AL West outside of Kansas City, and a 500 team could win it this year. Harlow is going to pinch hit for. For Kiko Garcia at 291 and 11 RBI. Yeah, the Indians are about to overtake the Red Sox. Bill Lee's going to become the manager, not Don Zimmer. Pitch to Garcia. It's a base hit. Dower will score. Belanger will hold. The Orioles have 2 in. There's still nobody out for Dempsey, who's 1 for 4. Pitch from Lindblad. There's a ground ball to Wills. Might be 2. Can't be for 1. Over to Hargrove. And there's 2 out. So Belanger at third for Eddie Murray, who is 0 for 4 with a strikeout. After the ball game, post-game show, Digital Dice player of the game, which I'm assuming is going to be Bobby Bonds, who hit the grand slam. Then we'll go through the rest of the day in baseball for you. Murray. Into right. Bonds turns and watches it go. So the Orioles have a 4 spot up on the board. It's 12-5, and the Orioles have out hit the Rangers 12-9. 12 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They've left 7 on. The Orioles 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors, and they've left 8 on. Singleton 1 for 3 with a double. Got away from Sundberg on strike 3. The throw down to first, and the ball game's over. So the Rangers have beaten the Orioles 12-5. Doc Ellis goes to 6-5, 8 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 3. Lindblad gave up 2, including the home run to Murray. McGregor not very sharp. 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs all earned. The grand slam to Bonds, he walked 4 and struck out 2. And Tippy Martinez was terrible. 2 hits, 3 earned runs, he walked 4. And his ERA jumps to 9.36. The O's didn't lose, they just ran out of innings. They could have played a week and not won that one. So at the moment, the Rangers are in first place. by half a game. Let's play the rest of this Tuesday in baseball. San Francisco down Chicago 10-4. John Montefusco gets his 6th win. Heidi Cruz, 2 homers. He now has 3 on the year. Atlanta bombed the snot out of the Mets 12-1. Bob Horner, 3 hits, homer, and 5 RBIs. The Braves pound out 16 hits. Phil Niekro throws a 4-hitter and strikes out 7. Montreal shuts down Cincinnati and Tom Seaver 3-1. Hal Dewes gets the win. Tom Seaver in the loss strikes out 11. Pittsburgh beats the Dodgers 3-2. Kent DeColvey beats Don Sutton. Kent goes to 4-3. Ed Ott, a homer, his 3rd of the year. San Diego shuts out St. Louis 3-0. Rasmussen goes to 4-3. Houston shuts out Philadelphia. J.R. Richards strikes out 10 in a 4-hitter. He goes to 7-7. Longborg takes a loss. The lead now for the Dodgers is 7. Milwaukee 6, Chicago nothing. Jerry Augustine goes to 10-6. Don Money with his 8th. The Argos double up on the Seahawks 13-6. Coleman goes to 3-0. John Mayberry hits his 20th of the year, by the way. They had 19 hits in that ball game. Detroit 7, Oakland 5. Dave Rozema wins his 7th. Rusty Staub hits his 14th. California 5, Cleveland 4. Don Asse goes to 6-9. Joe Rudy 2 for 3 with a double. So for your lunchtime entertainment tomorrow, it's the Dodgers and the Pirates at noon Eastern. So how about that? And the Dodgers lead us 7. League leaders: Chet Lemon, Gene Richards, Dave Parker, the top 3 in batting. Jim Rice, Andre Thornton, Larry Heisel, the leaders in home runs. Rice, Murray, and Luzinski, the leaders in RBI. Lemon, Parker, and Thornton, your OPS leaders. Craig Swan leads the majors in ERA. Vukovic and Palmer are 3rd. Matlack, Ruthven, and Gary Serum, who made the All-Star team. Larry Sorensen is the first 15-game winner in the majors. Leonard and Sutton have won 13. Doug Bear has 22 saves for Cincinnati. Gossage with 20. I have them for both leagues. They are sorted out for that. J.R. Richard has struck out 186. Steve Garvey. See, you ask for that big clue and you see Steve Garvey's big numbers. Luzinski with 24 homers. Parker 19. Foster 18. Luzinski having an MVP-type year. Sutton and Hooton have won 13. Seaver 12. Yeah, Richards having a monster year, isn't he? 186 strikeouts. Nettles is still hitting 345. Ralph Garr and Johnny Grubb. Rice is having an MVP year. Too bad that they're 44 and 45. No big hitting streak for Pete Rose. John Matlack has won 11. And Guidry, 2.68 ERA, but he's won 11. And has struck out 152. Alrighty, gang. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. So tomorrow at noontime, it's Pittsburgh and the Dodgers. Yeah, George Hendrick hitting 310. Alrighty, so there you go. So tomorrow, noontime, Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, the Dodgers and the Pirates. And the Dodgers lead is down to 7. Please wake up, Lorenzo. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ron Juckett. You have yourself a great Monday night. Bye-bye.